The Arthur W. Condict House is located at 55 East Blackwell Street in the heart of Dover's commercial downtown. Dover owes its founding in 1722 to the growth of iron mining and smelting in Morris County, which lies on a rich glacial moraine from the last ice age. An iron forge at Indian Falls on the Rockaway River provided the location for an early village called Otay or Beeman's in the 18th century. On April 1st, 1869, the town of Dover was incorporated as part of the Randolph Township, separating to form an independent town during the borough movement in 1896. Its street grid was laid out in 1825 by New York developers Henry McFarland and Joseph Blackwell, who began selling land around the junction of the Morris Canal and the Rockaway River. These two gentlemen remained dominant landowners for a decade, and the main east-west street is named for Blackwell. Dover was also advertised as the center of the temperance movement, attracting Presbyterians from Scotland and England, as well as those dedicated to resisting the demon rum. Located south of Mount Hope and the Rockaway mines, Dover was well situated to become a trading hub when engineers began planning the Morris Canal in the 1820s. Once completed in 1831, the canal brought significant population to the town, and by 1840, its mills were busy processing iron products, milling grain, and sawing lumber. A mill race and pond at the center of the village were joined by Canal Lock No. 5, and in the 1840s, a depot for the new Morris and Essex Railroad was constructed. By 1853, Morris County iron mining and smelting developed continuously from the 17th to the 19th centuries, especially in nearby Ferramonte and Mine Hill, where the large Dickerson mine kept hundreds of miners employed. As such, Dover developed into a key center of manufacturing and commerce during the 19th century. It was the surplus of capital from investment in manufacturing that built Dover's fine churches, public buildings, opera house, and schools. Though second to the county seat Morristown as a cultural and political nexus, Dover was the hub of economic activity in the county for more than a century. The Condict or Condict family of Morris County traces its origins to John Condict, a founder of the Presbyterian Church on the Green in 1741, and an owner of a 100-acre farm in Washington Valley. Arthur W. Condict, who resided in the house at 55 East Blackwell Street by 1897, came from a line of doctors. His father, Isaiah W. Condict, was a teacher and doctor who helped to found Blair Academy in Blairstown, New Jersey, and served as its first headmaster. Among physicians in Dover and Morris County, Doctors Isaiah and Arthur Condict were well known and highly educated. The elder was a staff member of the New York College of Physicians and Surgeons and was also an agent for Globe Mutual Life Insurance Company. His home and office were at the foot of Prospect Street, according to an 1868 Atlas of Morris County and the 1883 County Directory. Arthur W. Condict was educated at the Dover Schools and the University of Michigan, graduating in 1882 with a degree in medicine. Dr. Condict served in the Navy, spending 6 years in the U.S. Marine Hospital Service and visiting many ports around the world. His specialty was surgery, according to a listing in the 1897-98 Morris County Directory. Like his father, Dr. Arthur W. Condict maintained a prosperous office in his residence near the center of Dover's business district. The area of West Blackwell Street, near Morris Street, was known as Doctor's Row for the concentration of medical offices there. For a time, both father and son were in practice just a block away from each other. Condict served in many capacities. He was the Dover Health Officer, a longtime member of the school board, and an elder in the Hoagland Memorial Church. He was a member of the Acacia Elks Lodge at the Morris County Royal Arcaneum and the Morris County Medical Association. Arthur W. Condict House was constructed in 1895 by Robert Dolan and was being leased or rented by Dr. Condict by 1897. He eventually purchased the residence for his family, locating his offices on most of the first floor and using the upper 2 floors for his family. This arrangement was common for physicians throughout the 19th century and was the norm for medical professionals in Dover. The Arthur W. Condict House is a fine example of a Queen Anne masonry residence. Some of the more prominent features distinctive of the Queen Anne that can be found at the Arthur W. Condict House are picturesque turret, cross gable roofs, bay windows, distinctive porches, as well as a use of a mix of materials such as wood, brick, and different types of stone masonry.